What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a topic that affects millions of people worldwide: high cholesterol. I know, it sounds a bit daunting, and maybe you've heard a lot about medications like statins. But what if I told you there are powerful, natural ways to get those numbers in check? We're going to dive deep into some evidence-based lifestyle strategies that can make a real difference in managing your cholesterol levels, all without immediately reaching for the prescription pad. These are hacks your body will thank you for. Now let me be super clear from the outset. The information we're discussing today is all about empowering you with knowledge on natural methods to support healthy cholesterol. We are not talking about ditching prescribed medications without guidance, and this isn't a replacement for professional medical advice. Think of this as adding more tools to your health toolkit, things you can discuss with your healthcare team to see if they're right for you. The goal here is to explore holistic approaches that can complement your overall health journey. So, if you're curious about how you can naturally support your heart health and get a better handle on your cholesterol, you're in the right place. Grab a water, maybe a healthy snack, we'll talk about those later, and let's get into these effective natural cholesterol hacks. And remember, and this is crucial, always consult with your doctor or a qualified healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet, exercise routine, or health regimen. Your doctor knows your individual health situation best. Alright, first up on our list of natural cholesterol busters is something you've probably heard of, but maybe didn't fully appreciate for its cholesterol-lowering prowess: soluble fiber. Now, fiber comes in two main types, insoluble and soluble, and while both are important for digestive health, it's that soluble kind we're really focusing on for cholesterol. Think of foods like oatmeal, barley, apples, citrus fruits, psyllium husk, beans, and lentils. These aren't just good for keeping you regular, they are powerhouses when it comes to actively lowering your LDL, or what's often called the bad cholesterol. It's a simple addition to your diet that can have a profound impact. So, how does this magic happen? Well, it's not magic, it's science. Soluble fiber, once it hits your digestive system and mixes with water, forms a gel-like substance. Imagine this gel as a super efficient sponge moving through your intestines. As it travels, it binds to cholesterol and bile acids, which are made from cholesterol in your digestive tract. Instead of these cholesterol components being reabsorbed back into your bloodstream, they get trapped by the fiber and are then escorted out of your body with other waste. It's a pretty neat and effective natural process for reducing the amount of cholesterol circulating in your system. Now, how can you get more of this amazing stuff into your daily routine? Start your day with a bowl of oatmeal, perhaps topped with some berries or apple slices for an extra fiber kick. Add beans or lentils to your soups, salads, or main dishes. Snack on an orange or a grapefruit. The key is to gradually increase your intake to give your digestive system time to adjust, as suddenly ramping up fiber can sometimes lead to gas or bloating. Aiming for at least 5 to 10 grams of soluble fiber per day is a good target for cholesterol-lowering effects, but even more can be beneficial. Consistency is your best friend here for seeing those numbers improve. Let's talk about fats, because for a long time fat was public enemy number one when it came to heart health and cholesterol. But guess what? The science has evolved, and we now know that not all fats are created equal. In fact, certain types of fats are incredibly beneficial for your cholesterol profile and overall heart health. We're talking about unsaturated fats, specifically monounsaturated fats. Think olive oil, avocados, and nuts like almonds and cashews, and polyunsaturated fats, which include omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids found in things like fatty fish such as salmon and mackerel, walnuts, flax seeds, and sunflower seeds. These are the good guys you want on your team. So how do these healthy fats work their wonders on your cholesterol? Well, replacing saturated fats, which are found in red meat, butter, full-fat dairy, and importantly trans fats often lurking in processed and fried foods, with these unsaturated champions can lead to a significant improvement in your lipid profile. Monounsaturated fats, in particular, have been shown to help lower LDL, that bad cholesterol we want less of, without negatively impacting, and sometimes even helping to raise, HDL, the good cholesterol that helps clear cholesterol from your arteries. Polyunsaturated fats, especially omega-3s, can also lower triglycerides, another type of fat in your blood that can contribute to heart disease if elevated. Incorporating these healthy fats into your diet doesn't have to be complicated. Try swapping out butter for olive oil when you're cooking or as a dip for bread. Add half an avocado to your salad or morning toast for a creamy, nutrient-rich boost. Snack on a small handful of almonds or walnuts instead of processed snacks. Include fatty fish in your meals a couple of times a week. Remember, even though these are healthy fats, they are still calorie-dense, so portion control is key. The goal is a strategic replacement, not just adding more fat on top of an unhealthy diet. It's about making smarter choices that favor these heart-protective fats. Alright team, time to get physical. We all know exercise is good for us. It helps with weight management, boosts mood, strengthens bones, the list goes on. But did you know that regular physical activity plays a direct and crucial role in managing your cholesterol levels? It's not just about burning calories. Specific changes happen within your body when you exercise that positively influence your lipid profile. We're talking about a powerful, natural intervention that can significantly shift your cholesterol numbers in the right direction, particularly when it comes to that all-important HDL, or good cholesterol. So, what's the science behind exercise and cholesterol? Regular physical activity, especially aerobic exercise, can help to increase your levels of HDL cholesterol. Think of HDL as the scavenger cholesterol. It cruises through your bloodstream, picks up excess LDL cholesterol from your artery walls, and transports it back to the liver for processing and removal from the body. More HDL means more efficient cleanup. Additionally, exercise can change the nature of your LDL particles, making them larger and fluffier, which is considered less atherogenic or less likely to clog arteries compared to small, dense LDL particles. It can also help lower triglyceride levels. Now, what kind of exercise are we talking about, and how much do you need? The good news is, you don't need to become a marathon runner overnight. Activities like brisk walking, jogging, cycling, swimming, or even dancing can be incredibly effective. The general recommendation is to aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise per week, or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity exercise, or an equivalent combination of both. This could be 30 minutes of brisk walking 5 days a week. Consistency is more important than intensity, especially when you're starting out. Find activities you enjoy, because that's what will keep you sticking to it in the long run, making it a sustainable part of your cholesterol management plan. Next up, let's address a factor that often goes hand in hand with cholesterol concerns: excess body weight. Now, this isn't about chasing a specific number on the scale for aesthetic reasons. It's about understanding the physiological impact that carrying extra weight, particularly visceral fat, the fat around your organs, can have on your metabolic health, including your cholesterol levels. When we carry excess weight, our bodies often produce more LDL cholesterol and triglycerides and can have lower levels of the protective HDL cholesterol. This combination creates a less than ideal environment for our cardiovascular system, increasing the risk of plaque buildup in our arteries. The fantastic news is that even modest weight loss can have a surprisingly significant and positive impact on your cholesterol profile. We're talking about losing just 5 to 10% of your current body weight. For someone weighing 200 pounds, that's a loss of 10 to 20 pounds, which is often a very achievable goal. This level of weight loss can lead to noticeable reductions in total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, and triglycerides, while also potentially giving your HDL cholesterol a helpful boost. It works by reducing the liver's production of cholesterol and improving the body's ability to clear LDL cholesterol from the bloodstream. So, how do you achieve this beneficial weight loss? Well, it comes down to creating a sustainable calorie deficit, primarily through a combination of a healthy, balanced diet and regular physical activity, many of the things we're already talking about. Forget crash diets or extreme restrictions. Those are rarely sustainable and can sometimes do more harm than good. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods, portion control, and incorporating more movement into your day. The benefits of achieving a healthier weight extend far beyond just cholesterol. You're looking at improved blood pressure, better blood sugar control, and an overall reduction in your risk for heart disease. It's a powerful, multifaceted approach. This one might seem obvious, but its importance cannot be overstated when we're talking about heart health and cholesterol. Quitting smoking. If you're a smoker, putting down the cigarettes is one of the single most impactful things you can do for your cardiovascular system, and that absolutely includes improving your cholesterol profile. The chemicals in cigarette smoke are incredibly damaging to nearly every organ in your body, and your blood vessels and cholesterol balance are prime targets. It creates a hostile environment for your heart, making it much harder to maintain healthy lipid levels. Let's break down how smoking wreaks havoc on your cholesterol. Firstly, smoking is known to lower your levels of HDL cholesterol, that good cholesterol we want more of. Remember, HDL helps remove excess cholesterol from your arteries, so less HDL means less cleanup crew on duty. Secondly, smoking damages the endothelium, which is the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels. This damage makes it easier for LDL, the bad cholesterol, to stick to the artery walls and initiate the process of plaque formation, or atherosclerosis. Smoking can also make your LDL cholesterol stickier and more prone to oxidation, which is a key step in plaque development. The silver lining here is incredibly bright. Your body starts to heal remarkably quickly after you quit smoking. Within a short period you can see improvements in your HDL cholesterol levels. Some studies show HDL can increase by as much as 5 to 10% within weeks to months of quitting. Over time your risk of heart disease starts to drop significantly. Quitting smoking isn't just about your cholesterol, it's about reducing your risk of heart attack, stroke, lung cancer, and a host of other serious conditions. If you're looking to quit, please know there's a ton of support available. Talk to your doctor, explore cessation programs, and lean on your support network. It's a tough journey, but the rewards are immeasurable. When people think about managing cholesterol through diet, their minds often jump straight to fats. And while fats are part of the equation, as we've discussed, there's another major dietary culprit that often flies under the radar, but can significantly impact your cholesterol and triglyceride levels: added sugars and refined carbohydrates. We're talking about things like sugary drinks, sodas, sweetened juices, fancy coffee concoctions, candy, pastries, white bread, white pasta, and many processed snack foods. These can be just as problematic, if not more so for some individuals, than consuming the wrong types of fats. So, what's the connection between these sweet and starchy foods and your cholesterol? Consuming high amounts of added sugars and refined carbohydrates can lead to an increase in your triglyceride levels, which are another type of fat carried in your blood. High triglycerides are an independent risk factor for heart disease. Furthermore, these types of foods can also contribute to lowering your HDL, or good cholesterol, which is the opposite of what we want. They can also fuel inflammation and contribute to insulin resistance, a condition where your body's cells don't respond well to insulin, which can indirectly mess with your liver's production and regulation of cholesterol, often leading to an increase in LDL particle production. The practical takeaway here is to become more mindful of your intake of these items. Start by reading food labels carefully to identify added sugars. They hide under many different names. Aim to significantly reduce or eliminate sugary beverages, as these are major sources of empty calories and sugar. Choose whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, and whole wheat bread over their refined counterparts. Opt for whole fruits, which contain natural sugars and healthy fiber, instead of fruit juices or sugary desserts. By cutting back on these less nutritious carbohydrates and focusing on whole, unprocessed foods, you're not just helping your cholesterol, you're supporting overall metabolic health and stable energy levels throughout the day. Our final natural hack might be new to some of you, but it's a fascinating one backed by solid science: increasing your intake of plant sterols and stanols. What exactly are these? Well, plant sterols and stanols are naturally occurring compounds found in the cell membranes of plants. You get them in small amounts when you eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. Chemically, they have a structure that is very similar to cholesterol, and this similarity is key to how they work their magic in our bodies to help lower cholesterol levels. The mechanism of action for plant sterols and stanols is quite clever. Because they resemble cholesterol, they essentially compete with dietary and biliary cholesterol for absorption in your small intestine. Think of it like this: your gut has a limited number of entry points or transporters for cholesterol. When plant sterols and stanols are present in significant amounts, they occupy some of these entry points, effectively blocking some of the cholesterol from being absorbed into your bloodstream. The unabsorbed cholesterol, along with the sterols and stanols, then gets eliminated from your body. It's a natural blockade that can lead to a reduction in LDL cholesterol. Now, while you do get some plant sterols and stanols from a healthy plant-rich diet, the amounts are usually not enough to achieve a significant cholesterol-lowering effect on their own. To get the therapeutic dose, which is typically around 2 grams per day, many people turn to foods that have been fortified with these compounds. You might see them added to certain margarines, yogurt drinks, or even orange juice. Supplements are also available. Studies have shown that consuming about 2 grams of plant sterols or stanols daily can lower LDL cholesterol by up to 10 to 15%. As always, if you're considering using fortified foods or supplements, especially if you're on other medications, it's a good idea to discuss it with your doctor to ensure it's appropriate for your individual health situation. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today, diving into 7 powerful natural strategies to help you manage your cholesterol levels. From harnessing the power of soluble fiber and healthy fats to the benefits of exercise, weight management, quitting smoking, limiting sugars, and even utilizing plant sterols and stanols. These are all actionable steps you can start exploring. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding these mechanisms can help you make informed choices for your long-term heart health. But, and I really want to drive this home one last time, none of this information replaces the personalized advice of your healthcare provider. Before you make any significant changes to your diet, start a new exercise program, or consider supplements, please have a conversation with your doctor or a registered dietitian. They can help you tailor a plan that's safe and effective for you, considering your unique health profile and any other conditions or medications you might have. This is about teamwork between you and your medical professionals. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this deep dive into natural cholesterol management. I truly hope you found this information valuable and empowering. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and consider sharing it with friends or family members who might benefit from these insights. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on more health and wellness content designed to help you live your healthiest life. Stay curious, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.